Hey everybody, what's up? It's Daniel. Yesterday, Warframe released update 16, and with that came the new Warframe Chroma, which I have purchased. So today I'm going to be going over a review of the Warframe and some of the interesting different abilities that it has and how they all work. At first glance, he kind of resembles a dragon, which makes sense because a lot of his abilities are very similar to what a dragon would do. One of the most common ones being the Spectral Scream, which is basically him just throwing up on all the enemies in front of him. You can see here the Elemental Ward, Vex Armor, and Effigy are the other three abilities that he has. Now, if we look at our colors here, and we go down to the energy, you'll see the little symbol next to the color of your energy. And what's the thing about Chroma is his abilities power is based on what color you pick for his energy. So for example, you can see there's a little lightning bolt next to the blue color. So consequently, bluish colors are going to produce lightning damage. Orange colors are going to produce fire damage, as you can see. White colors are going to produce frost or snow, ice powers, and green colors are going to produce toxic or poison damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change my color right now to an orange color because fire is always cool looking.
A fearsome appearance,
And I'm going to start
Operator.
up a game and we're going to
You
take
will
a look
strike
at some
terror
of
in your
his,
enemies.
the Warframe's abilities and powers. Chroma's abilities are affected by the different colors, so you're going to get different effects from different colors. Even though the actual animation appears the same, for example, the Spectral Scream is fire right now. I could do that with ice and it'll look the same, except instead of burning everything, it would freeze everything, obviously, or, do ice damage. So as I play along here, I'm just going to be playing on with the fire mode. So when you change the colors, they're not going to be the exact same effect, is what I'm trying to say. You'll see when I activate Elemental Ward that the actual shield is going to be the element that I have equipped. So if I activate it while I have the ice activated, it's going to provide an ice shield. If I activate it while I have the heat or fire activated, it's going to produce a fire shield. As well as there are different aspects of those abilities by themselves, such as fire provides additional health when it's activated, and when I activate it, if anything comes within the radius, they will take fire damage. If I was using poison, I would get a stamina boost when I activated it versus having a health boost. If I was using ice, when I activated it, it would supply additional armor. And this is what I'm talking about right now. You see the aura around me. It lasts for 10 seconds. The faster you run, the less it lasts for. Enemies in the radius would be taking fire damage right now. Earlier when I was talking about the Elemental Ward, you can see that I'm not even attacking that enemy and they still went down just because they're in the aura of the Elemental Ward. You can see the damage is going up on that enemy as well. Um, and again, that varies depending on the element, like I said earlier, but it's a pretty cool ability. It's a supportive ability for your allies. Once you activate it, it also activates for the allies around you, so everybody kind of has a safe little circle to play in. Now, I would classify Chroma as a defensive Warframe. He is big and bulky and slow as balls, and he's not going anywhere quickly, so he's really good. He's going to be really good for um, sitting tight and guarding an area in defense, or being able to wall off a large crowd of enemies in a confined area would be something he'd be really good at. So here's going to be a glimpse of the Spectral Scream in actual action. Pretty cool. It pretty much obliterates whatever's in its path. Obviously, the more you rank it up, the more damage it's going to do, and higher output's going to be. So I started a new game to give you a better glimpse of what the Vex Armor looks like. Get some energy here, and I will activate it, and you'll see that when incoming fire hits me, this one's kind of hard to show, because I mean, if you don't know what my stats are, you can't really tell if I'm doing more damage versus if I'm not. But you'll see if you do have the Warframe, you'll see how much of a difference it makes when you're in a tight situation. So I just activated it, and yeah, I usually don't hit 73s with this gun. I usually hit like 50s. There's some 95s. So the output's better. Now it's gone. Like I said, this one's going to be kind of hard to example for you, because it varies on what level you are and what mods you have. I'm not level 30 yet with this one, so obviously when I level up more, it'll be a lot more useful and a lot more potent. But the next one I want to show you, this is the main one, or the ultimate one, called Effigy. It's a highly defensive ability, and the way it works is it will stay on as long as you have energy for it. So you could activate it in one place and run around the entire map and pick up all the energy, and it will still continue to be active as you pick up more energy. And you'll see when I activate it that it's kind of like an outer shell detaches from you, and it's a clone of yourself, and it has these wings, and it flies in the air and spits out whatever element you have activated. So mine's gonna spit out fire at everybody, and it'll burn everybody. And then it also has kind of one of those circle shockwaves that you see the tripods doing, and it knocks everything down around it, so that you can either perform an execution, or you can get a chance to get out of a heated zone. So here we go. There's the shockwave. He's obliterating all those enemies with fire, picking up more energy to continue feeding it. More energy. I can re-summon him before I use up all my energy, so that if I don't need him there anymore, then I can use him in a different area. Again, you gotta get more energy to do that, but if you're in a defense mission, or you're trying to hold an area and there's a lot of enemies coming at you, you're not gonna have a hard time trying to find energy, because it's just gonna be laying everywhere for you. So let's take a closer look at what he looks like. There's a little bit of a better glimpse of what He blinds everybody, and then he takes them out with fire. And again, the more energy you have, the longer it will last. So, I hope you guys kind of got a better idea of what the Warframe looks like. Again, I feel like he's a pretty straightforward defensive Warframe versus an agile offensive type of Warframe. He has very cool animations, a lot of different colors, and very graphically stunning when when you're activating his abilities. That's for sure. He's slow, big, and bulky, but sometimes that's what the game calls for. Anyway, I hope you guys found the video helpful, and I hope you guys enjoy the game and the Warframe if you do decide to get it. As always, you can send me more ideas for other videos, and I got a couple of fun videos coming up in the future for other games, so you'll see more of me soon. And as always, thanks for all your support, and I'll see you guys next time.